Hello and welcome to CareerCert for our webinar, Streamline Your Entire Team's Training in 3 Easy Steps. I'm your host, Adam Gibbons. Here at CareerCert, we are passionate about helping first responders improve outcomes through innovative online training. We provide departments with the tools they need to keep their team prepared for any call. It's my pleasure to be here. I am the Customer Experience Manager at CareerCert. And in my time here, I have helped many EMS and fire departments streamline their training using CareerCert's platform. With my background and what I've done, I'm really passionate about the customer experience. And I love working with our clients to help build better solutions, which here at CareerCert means improving patient outcomes through our education platform. Training can be one of the most time-consuming and difficult pieces that a department can face. Making sure that your team is up to date and at their best can be a challenge. That's why we created and are continually improving our training plan feature. We understand the pressures you face, and we want to help save you time by streamlining your team's training so you can focus on what matters most, which is improving your patients' outcomes. We develop training plans around the idea that setting up training should be easy, consistent, and customizable. With CareerCert's training plans, you'll be able to improve outcomes with training that's tailored to your team's needs, easily assign CEs from our extensive library, as well as specialized training that you've created. You can customize your team's training based on provider, license type, certifications, and so much more. You can track your team's progress and performance with Streamline reporting, and you can also keep your team prepared by building their confidence and competence. At the beginning of the year, just to give you an example, I helped a training officer set up 2 training plans, one for her advanced level personnel and one for her basic level personnel. We were able to set up an entire year's worth of training in just about an hour. And from that training that was built, each team member knew what training they should be going over every month for the entire year. And that's what's really great about this, is that training plans would keep your team prepared and compliant so you can improve patient outcomes overall. So let's dive into CareerCert's training plan feature. As a training officer or an admin in the CareerCert platform, you will be able to log in and access the training plan feature. When you log in, you will see many features on your account that will help with continuing education for your team, including assignments, reports, certifications. All of these features are designed to help you tackle specific needs within your department. But for this webinar, we are going to focus in on training plans. So let's walk through the 3 steps that you as a training officer will be using to build a training plan. Let's walk through the 3 steps involving creating a training plan. When you click on the Manage Training Plans option, you will see your list of current training plans, if you have any, as well as the option up here to start a new training plan. We are going to build one today for you so you can get an idea of how easy this can be. So let's click the green button, New Training Plan. Here you will see the 3 steps that we will go through to build this training plan: add training plan information, update courses, and updating the students. We'll start with adding the training plan information. For this example, we are going to select EMS as our type of training, and we're going to give it a title for Test Training Plan Quarter 2. We're going to have this start on April 1st, which is the first day of the quarter, and end on June 30th, which is the last day of the quarter. Being able to select the start and end dates in our training plans allows you to have a more manageable continuing education experience throughout the year. We know that to improve outcomes, it's important that your team is constantly and consistently refreshing their knowledge and skills. These dates allow you to structure and implement many training plans throughout the year if that's how you would like to do it. You also have the option here to enable notifications to go out to your team members. Toggling this on will notify your team members of their training plan information. They will get a notification to their dashboard in CareerCert as well as to their personal email, notifying them when a training plan has been created. at every new start date within the training plan, a week before the training plan is due, as well as on the day the training plan comes due. This means that you don't have to worry about reminding your team about critical training. We will do that for you through that notification. Additionally, you also have the option here to allow your personnel to include any training that they may have done prior to this training plan start date. If you would like to ensure that your team is only doing the training during the time period that you would like them to complete it, you can toggle this to on. And now anything that somebody may have completed prior to your training plan, they will be required to do it again. This is useful for things like remediation, maybe new hire onboardings, but we will leave this off for this example. We'll click save. You'll notice the green check mark is next to the update training plan, and we'll move on to selecting our courses. For this example, we are going to assign a training plan to our paramedic level and advanced level providers. So we're going to go ahead and pick advanced for the level. And what that will do is now show us all of the courses that CareerCert offers in an advanced level. And you can select courses here from our entire library, and all of our content is created by industry experts and is reviewed and updated frequently so that you can rest assured knowing that your team is learning the latest best practices. The other cool thing about this is you can also upload your own courses or materials that you have created for your team. And we know that every team has unique needs, procedures, and protocols, and we want to provide you with easy ways to share those with your team. So to add a course, you can simply click the green button next to the course, and that will add it to your training plan. For this example, let's use Airway 1, 2, and 3 as our training for this quarter. So we're going to assign Airways 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be our focus for quarter 2, and that will add them to our training plan. The next thing you'll notice over here on the right is if you want to, you can stagger these start dates so that instead of your personnel taking all of the courses all at the same time, they can kind of be structured where they take a course now and maybe a course in a couple of weeks and then a couple weeks after that, to make it more manageable and a little easier to digest and to go through the training. So we're going to go ahead and pick May 1st for our first course, and we'll pick end of May, maybe the 25th for the second, and then let's pick the 15th of June for the last course in the training plan. Once you've got your start dates for those courses, we can go ahead and close out of here. And now you'll notice that the update courses has been check marked and we're ready to move on to updating the students. Once you have clicked the button to update the students, you will see here the list of all of your students down below. And you can narrow this down to the group you'd like to make the training plan for by using these filters. One of the things that's really cool about our training plans and adding the students is you can customize this to go to just about any group that you want it to. You can send this to your captains, you can send it to people who are maybe in a specific station with your department or district, or maybe people who all fall under one specific supervisor, or maybe they have a unique work assignment and they need specialized training. You can use all of these to assign your training plans, including the ability to maybe target some of your personnel who have licenses expiring in the next few months, and you want to make sure they get their training done on time. For our example, we are going to limit this to our advanced level personnel. So let me get my paramedics and my critical care providers, and you will see here the list in this test group that matched that criteria. We have 24 members who have those licenses and will be given this training plan. Once you have the list below that you would like to add, you can either add them one by one, or you can click the green plus button at the top, click OK, and you've now assigned them all to this training plan. Once you've updated the students, go ahead and click close. And you now have a training plan all built, ready to go. One of the cool things about using those options to update your students or to select your students is that they will help your team avoid license or certification lapses and will allow you to design training specific to every group on your team. And this is especially true for states that have a specific license expiration date for all EMS providers each year. In those states, you can set up training based on that expiration date and know that everything your team needs to renew their license can be given to them. And we wanted to provide you with options you can customize to fit your team, and we're here to make it easier for your team to get the training they need to improve outcomes. So we have our training plan all built. The next thing to do is simply to click Activate. And now those personnel who have been given the training plan will get a notification that their training plan is active. And that's it. We'll go back to our main screen here for the training plans. You will see here the one that we've just built, Test Training Plan Quarter 2. 3 simple, quick steps that help you avoid stress and keep your team synchronized on critical training, and we did it in about 10 minutes. With these training plans, you really don't need to stress about shuffling schedules or bringing in your entire team for crucial training. Everyone can work on the skills they need whenever and wherever it's easiest for them. Now that our training plan is active and our team has received their notifications, the next step is just to monitor and watch and make sure that they are working on their training plans. You can always come in here later on and update these training plans by going into these same areas. You can update your courses, you can update the students, and you can even update some of the training plan information here. You also have the option in the future to copy a training plan. So if you know you want to reuse this training for another group next year, simply copy the training plan, and in that copy, go ahead and add whatever the new students you want assigned to that training plan. Okay, let me show you the reporting that's tied to these training plans. And these reports allow you to quickly and easily track who has completed or missed or failed critical training so that you can provide intervention early on and ensure everyone on your team is prepared and compliant. With a few clicks, you can see at a glance how your team's training is going. So for this example, let's look at this previously built advanced training. The first report that you have is the progress report. And this gives you kind of a snapshot of each individual and their percentage towards the training plan completion. So we'll click into here and we will run the report. You'll notice over here the percentages, and since this was a newer training plan, they're still working on it, but you'll notice that you can see percentage-wise who has completed more. The zeros are an indication of somebody who hasn't started a training plan, and that will give you the option to notify them to get moving along. You can also use the filters up here to narrow these report results down. If you want to see everybody who is not 100% complete, we have that option. Or if you'd rather see everybody who just hasn't even started, that's there as well. And these reports and these filters will allow you to really hone in on who you need to be contacting and reaching out to keep them moving along with their training. You also have the option over here for each student to get an idea of their enrollment status in a more granular level. Clicking on this report, we can see that this student, we can see all of the courses in this training plan that they have not started yet, when those courses were starting and when they are going to be finally due, as well as seeing the ones that they have finished and evaluated. And then you always have the option to email the reports from each individual student or from this main screen, email the report. And to get into this enrollment status report, there is also a link to that right here next to the training plan. And this will pull it for all of the students in the training plan, and will list each class and each student individually. You can always come up into this same filter and ask to see certain criteria. So if we wanted to see everything that's been done, We'll click evaluated, and here we can see each class and student that has done their required training so far. You can also see who is past due, who might be coming due within 30 days, maybe who has enrolled but hasn't finished, and those kinds of things. The other nice thing about the training plans is each time they complete one of the courses, they will be given a certificate which can be found under their certificates tab in their user dashboard, or as an admin, you can view those certificates under your personnel records feature. That's it for training plans. Super easy and quick way to do your training for your team. And it's a simple way to ensure your whole team is on the same page, that they're compliant, certified, and prepared with the critical training they need. Like I mentioned before, you can take these training plans that you make and copy them and use them again and again. And that makes your life as a training officer so much easier. At CareerCert, it's our goal to provide you with the tools and training to help your department improve outcomes. And if you have any questions about our training plans, please reach out to our team here at CareerCert. We would love to help you in any way that we can. All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us today as we discussed how to streamline your department's training. We'd love to continue this conversation with you. If you have any questions, please reach out to our team or visit us at careercert.com. Just remember that we are dedicated to helping emergency personnel and medical providers be at their best so that they can protect our communities. Thank you for connecting with us today, and thank you for the sacrifice to make our communities safer places.